Let us pray. Our Father in heaven, thank you for this day. Thank you, Lord, for this afternoon. Thank you for this meeting and help us to make decisions for ourselves. In Eastman, I pray. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Are there any changes to be made to the agenda?
Mr. Bobby, I've got one. When we mailed the agenda out, the last thing is the 2013 squash negotiation. I'd like to add that.
Okay. You want a motion be offered?
Make a motion to accept that.
Second.
All in favor?
Second.
All right, we'll go to the approval of the agenda for tonight. Then I motion to approve the agenda for tonight.
I make a motion to approve it.
Got a second?
Second.
All in favor? We need a motion to approve the minutes of the September 9th, 2013 regular meeting. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion to approve it.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? All right, old business is final reading of amendment to soil and erosion ordinance.
Okay, hope y'all will have a chance to look at that. This is a second reading, and like I said, there was just a few changes, that had to be made on it. And we just need to get a motion and a second to accept it. It's on our soil and erosion.
I make a motion we read it as, make a motion we do it as read.
All right, do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Okay.
All right, your monthly reports are there for your review. Take a moment, look at them. Just so you know they're there. We'll go to number 2. Approve monthly bills for September 9th to 23rd, 2013. Do I hear a motion to approve those monthly bills?
Make a motion we approve it.
Do I hear a second?
I second that.
All in favor? All right, number 3 is workers' compensation insurance.
No, I think Betty's got something you want to say on that.
Okay, and that's basically all we're asking. We beat it out last year, and it's time again. We have to start about 3 months in advance, and just to let y'all know, if y'all want to bid it out at the end of this year, we'll be glad to do that.
Yeah, my thing was, I think we need to bid it out and take some, take some
We'll need to
bids
get
on
started
it.
because it takes about 2 to 3 months for it to give them time enough to get us a good quote on it. So we'll do that. Y'all want to make a
Do I hear a
motion?
motion to bid them out?
Make a motion to bid out workers' comp insurance.
I'll second it.
All in favor? You in favor, Mr. Prince?
Yes.
Second. Okay. Number 4, approve request for a 5K run for Johnson's Ark to be held December 7th.
Okay. Ms. Allen, did you give me a print of this? You gave me a print of it. Okay. Ms. Allen has got a printout and should have given y'all one. Ms. Allen, you want to, there's no state routes or anything on this, so we don't have to send this to DOT. Just need a motion and a second for y'all to.
I make a motion we accept that route.
You have a second on the
I
motion?
second the motion.
All right, all in favor?
Are they still gonna do the 1 mile too? Okay. Now, Becky, is that already they got with you and?
They will, when they figure out everything.
We normally give it to Ms. Becky too once it gets approved here.
They do the 5 and when we 1 mile quit, that's it, at the same time.
At the same time.
Same time, they just quit when they get 1 mile. I'm not gonna do that.
Then have some that'll start and do the mile and it's coming right by the house. You need to stop, just pull in. But they do them at the same time.
Number
I
5,
don't have anything.
approve proclamation for Alcoa's 125th anniversary celebration.
I make a motion we approve that proclamation.
Does it need to be read, B?
Ms. Allen, you want to read it?
Yeah.
Ms. Allen will read it for us.
You will.
Did I hear a second to approve that? Y'all let her
first.
That's, okay.
Alcoa's co-founder, Charles H. Martin, discovered an affordable way to produce aluminum through electrolysis in 1886 that created the modern aluminum industry. And to commercialize Hall's industry, the Pittsburgh Reduction Company was incorporated on October 1st, 1888, and later named Alcoa. And whereas Alcoa's innovative solutions have revolutionized its market from aerospace to automotive to consumer electronics and packaging, and whereas Alcoa's leadership in sustainability and recycling has resulted in recognition as one of the top green companies by Business Week magazine and being featured in the Dow Jones Sustainability Index for 10 consecutive years. And whereas Alcoa has partnered with its communities and invested more than $550 million through the Alcoa Foundation since it was founded in 1952. The Eastman plant contributes over $100,000 a year in grants, sponsorships, and other funding through organizations within Dodge County each year and exceeds 500 hours of community service. Now therefore, the Eastman City Council do hereby proclaim Tuesday, October 1st, 2013 as Alcoa Day. So proclaims this the 23rd day of September 2013.
Raymond made a motion, and do I hear a second on the motion for the proclamation?
Second.
Second by Buddy, all in favor? Thank you. All right, 2013 SPLOST negotiation.
And we have already sent a letter back a few months ago telling the county that we will accept the same percentage and all that we were getting now. So y'all have a list in front of you, and I think this was probably in the paper this past week too, of all the percentages. So this should be going out in the paper, I understand, about October the 1st. So we just need to get a letter of approval that we would accept our percentage amount, the 18.61. And if y'all have any questions.
I'd like to say something. This is the same thing we've been getting for the last long time.
Yes.
Plus, we don't have the tier.
Right.
Did I get that right?
We have a tier 1 project now, that's how we
Right,
got
and
it.
it'll be over.
Right.
And we'll be getting all our money
Right.
starting next year.
And if it's, right, if it's okay, they say they're not gonna do the tier 1 project. So, when we send them a letter, and I've already talked to Ms. Rita, that, we'll send them a letter telling them we'll accept this percentage with we'll get our monies up front and to the end, to 6 year.
Well, I make a motion.
No reduction.
I make a motion with that in being sent to them, that we're gonna get the same amount we've been getting. And also there will be no tier one in this that we're gonna sell. I make that motion.
Buddy, you like you want to say something?
Yeah, President. Oh, and I reckon this is just a clarification question. In the paper last week, I mean, is this for 5 years or for 6 years?
It's 6 years, I think.
I can't, and I may be wrong, but it's like,
Paper said 5 years.
I was thinking it
I don't
said 5 years.
county, so I don't know.
And the reason I ask that is because, okay, first off, are we going to advertise it? Is it going to be 6? If it's for 5 years and we're planning on getting this money for 6 years, then we're going to need an intergovernmental agreement to go the extra year. Because it cuts off the 5 years.
I was of the opinion 6 years, but now I don't know. We can verify that with the county for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because I thought it said in the paper 5 years, so, I mean, this is.
And I know the one we got now will go out next 2014 and around November.
And so if it is, we clarify, is it 5 years or 6 years?
Okay.
And then, my personal opinion, this is a very important tax for citizens of Eastman, for citizens of the county, but from my standpoint, from the city's viewpoint, I reckon this is me going on the record saying, we have spent and used a lot of money out of the SPLOST funds that we've been collecting. Few objects that come to mind were the CDBG grant and all the sewer line improvements and all we did last year. We spent probably in excess of around $600,000 that all came out of SPLOST money that we didn't borrow a penny. It's all paid for. We're using SPLOST funds as we're replacing water lines and moving them and working on sewer lines and stuff. All that's coming out of SPLOST money. We've not gone into debt any for it. So it is a very important tax and it would be very important to continue. Like Raymond said, this isn't a new tax. So anybody saying, well, any of y'all hitting us with a new tax, this is actually the third run of it. And we've actually been having it for the last 12 years. So it's not a new tax. This is just a continuation. And it is a tax that everybody that comes into the county, into the city and spends money, we get a penny from all of their sales. So this isn't something that's just designated for Eastman citizens, and I mean, folks from Cochran come contribute to it, from McCray they contribute. Everywhere around contributes to these funds. So it's very important that when it comes time to vote and it gets on there, they think hard about voting to pass it, because it's very useful and it is saving money for the taxpayers and all in town.
And we got another business coming in, we'll be bringing in more, and more people will be coming in for the new plant's gonna be built out the airport, so I'd rather pay that tax than I had to have my taxes raised.
I think this will definitely control your property taxes, instead of them
Yeah.
having to be increased.
Okay, Buddy, want to change that motion to, like to find out first whether it's 5 or 6 years, or?
We really need to find out if it is, because I've been under the assumption the whole time it's been for 6 years. But like I said, when I read it, it said for 5, so I wondered were they cutting it back a year or what they were doing. But if we're planning on, like I said, if we're thinking 6 and they're thinking 5, we need to know. And if it is, and we want to go 6, then we'll need to get an intergovernmental agreement to go that extra year.
We won't have another meeting, and they're going to want to put it in the paper October the 2nd, but I'll give y'all a call. Each one.
Well, I'll make a motion that if it's 6 years, that we continue going like we're going. If we don't, we're gonna have to do like Betty said.
Okay.
That's my motion.
Okay.
Do I hear a second on Raymond's motion?
I second the motion.
Is there all in favor? Okay, that's what we'll do then. Thank you. You want to talk about that?
I think we've got everything except, under my report is the chamber banquet, and they're calling me up this year. I thought it was 2 different things, but it's not. The chamber banquet, and they're gonna have a taste of Dodge and do the, I think, honor the leadership students at the same time. That will be October the 3rd at the Terry Coleman Center from 6 to 8 p.m. So if y'all will get with Miss Evelyn, she needs to know, so we can know how many's going. The NAACP banquet will be held October the 12th at the Aviation College Eastman room at 5 o'clock, and everyone here is invited. So if y'all be getting back with Ms. Evelyn, let us know who will be going to that.
Is that for your wife, your spouse also?
And I hope some of y'all have noticed up on Oak Street, the flashing lights that DOT was going to install for us. They now have the lights up. They still need to install the cabinet and the controls, but y'all pay attention. Hopefully that should be working shortly on this end and the other end, coming in from Cochran and going out on Oak Street. And that's basically all I got.
Okay. We'll move on to other business from the council. Mr. Prince, you got any business you want to bring up?
I don't have anything right now.
Mr. Floyd?
I have a new district over here by the swimming pool. I was talking with a fellow over there. He was wanting to get a four-way stop there. The road across, you know, like go right by the old swimming pool. He wanted a four-way stop there, but I don't know whether it's feasible or not. He was talking about how fast them cars come down the hill. So I was just standing there talking with him. Boy, they want to shot over the hill then. They were running 50 miles an hour down through there.
So you're talking about everything that's King and First, I believe that's it.
Right, King Road.
We will look at it.
All right.
Anything else, Mr. Floyd?
That's all.
Mr. Bud? Mr. Williams?
I'm good.
Mr. Bobby, good. Anybody in the audience likely to say anything right now? Come on up, Dave. Okay, Norman?
Go ahead, oh, I'm back, this is Walker come around and back on Pop Street. So, he was supposed to, I was talking to V and you about that. But they was gonna cut the curb for the driveway. So, V, you and Ms. Walker, y'all decide.
Well, you remember I talked to you the other day when I saw you?
Yeah.
And you told me you did not want the curb and cut.
Right, I said I'd rather have my money
You
back.
said you wanted your fine money back.
That's
So,
right.
And there's a circle there from the corner house. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 houses right there. But when you come from First Avenue there, coming around, I mean, there is a circle drive. The corner house has a driveway in the back, okay? And then you have a circle drive between the little house and your house. And then my understanding was you didn't want the curbing cut out.
Yeah, I wrote not the city not to spend no money cutting the curb down, and I said I won't even park over there. I rather just have my fine money back. That'll be up to y'all, the city, so.
I've never had a request like this for to get the money back.
Well, you know, you got to pay money to cut the curb down. I mean, that's up to y'all. I mean, if y'all want to cut the curb down, go ahead, but I ain't got to park over there. So I own the property, but I ain't got to park on the street over there. So it's gonna be up to y'all, whether y'all want to cut it down and give my money back.
How much was the money?
$114.
$114?
Yes, sir.
I'll go ahead and cut the curb then. If that's what we
Well,
plan
you know,
on doing.
what he's telling me, he doesn't need the curb cut. So I hate to kind of waste the city's money because like I said, the last house in between his house, there's a big space cut. Now, I don't know who owns all that property.
Yeah,
If you
so,
own any of that,
Mr.
Mr.
Will.
Norman, or not. But
Yeah, this line, is I have like that much right there to get in. You know what I mean? If y'all want to cut it or don't give them money to cut the curb, you know what I mean?
Is that an automation? If we don't give you the money back, we got to cut the curb down?
and two, he's got that
that
curb.
what you're saying?
He's got
Yeah,
that
because you
driveway
gonna say he said it Michael, he gave me a ticket for unnecessary
Is
reason.
what he's saying? You give the money back, if we got to cut the curb. Where do we stand on that?
To me personally, you know, I think that should be between the police department.
I know that is, I'm talking
Yeah,
about cutting the curb.
Well, frankly, I don't, if it's not gonna be used, I mean, you know, I don't see any need the city paying to cut the curb. And, you know, the way he explained it to me, and Mr. Norman, you tell me if I'm right, you didn't, well, was not gonna use the curb.
Yeah,
I mean,
would've-
I hate to cut the curb just to be cutting it, you know.
I mean, I was saying, the way I got the ticket wasn't called for, so when y'all spend money to cut the curb, me have a driveway, I don't have to use it, I don't have to come. I would like my $114 back for somebody to pull that part, maybe full sucker.
How much would it cost to cut the curb?
Well, we'll have to get an estimate on it, and that's what we went to look to see and measured it and all to see how much it will cost us to cut the curb. But the curb is cut in between the two end houses. I mean,
This
Norman
property-
owns any of that property, and he,
No, see, this lot is wide, mine's 50 foot wide. And all that cut over, that's his.
but
It's
what
been
he's
surveyed
talking,
off, he's
what he's talking about is, if you cut it just, it's just for one car. Well, only one car can pull in their park, and,
That's not his property?
well, he's saying it is, because it was
what he gonna
rubbed
cut for
off.
one, well, we need to park off the street is for one vehicle mine, because that's his property over there. And he done stopped everybody from parking even over there.
But what I'm saying, between the corner house and the little house that's in between, next to his property, there is a circle drive.
Yeah, that's,
Because you could pull up in there and park on the side of his house and at the little house that's in there, the little white house. So,
That's,
I mean, I think it's, is it a need to, and the way I understood from him, he just wants his money back.
Can I interject? This is like an ongoing thing. Instead of making some kind of decision on this tonight, I got a problem if a judge, because past history is all the, okay, and Norman, I'm not fussing at you. You can say you don't have to park over there anymore or anything. Seems to me you've been asked not to park over there a lot of times before, but you still did. And I reckon the judge, did you go to court and the judge gave you the
no,
money?
see, for you not to park on that street, y'all need to check it record. You gotta have, double line down the street, you know, if y'all don't go by the rules, you know, that's the only street, don't have a double line going down, you know what I'm saying? So,
Who decided to fine? Did the judge do the
well,
fine?
then, when the officer come up and said that he gave me a verbal warning, you know what I mean, but a verbal warning, people, when they come visit the street, they don't have nowhere to park, they got to park side the curb.
Okay, but that's what I'm getting at. Us sitting up, you know, a judge or somebody's done made a decision, and we're gonna go back and do something. For me, we need to have a little more thought and put into this and check with, to me, I'm just,
Well, y'all, if y'all the city council, y'all run the city, it's up to y'all. If you're on the city council, it's up whatever y'all say goes, now, it ain't up to the judge, y'all hire
May I
everybody.
say something? May I say something? You told me you want that curb cut.
And
And I did not tell you you were gonna get your money back, did I?
You sure did, that's why I'm back
All
to the
right.
meeting.
Okay, well, the judge have made that decision. You know, that's between you and him.
No, if y'all on the city council, y'all hire and fire, now, come on.
We're the city council, but we gotta back our employees and our judges and all.
Well, if they
We just
wrong,
can't, we just can't take a judge's decision and just say, we don't want you doing it if we don't give his money back.
well, y'all, if, like I said, if you're not gonna give me my money, but then cut the curb, you know what I mean, no difference to me.
Well, we'll cut the curve, we'll study and see how much it's gonna cost.
All right.
Ms. Fay, you wanna say
I'll
something?
go with y'all down and look at the
Okay.
I guess I'm just disappointed that you didn't see the need to do the red light at Griffin and Legion, or even look into it.
We have looked into it forever and ever. They have told us we don't qualify for
I'm
it.
talking about using sparse money, Bobby.
Oh, with the SPOS money, we haven't talked about using the SPOS money for it.
Well, I brought it to your attention
I will put it on the list and we'll talk about it.
about a month or two ago. And October the 1st would be an ideal time to recognize Alcoa for being the first adopt a highway. Maybe present them with a plaque, since we didn't do anything for them other than have them at the meeting. And there was no one here, they didn't get a round of applause or anything.
I don't understand what that was about there. What was that on?
They
I
cleaned
know.
up that street,
Yeah.
Industrial Boulevard, they cleaned it up there for so long.
Okay, well, thank you. Anybody else like to say anything? No? I hear a motion for adjourn.
Make a motion with adjourn.
Second.
Second.
Only one said anything, all right, thank you.